becoming a bad habit. Every day a new video. I guess if we're busy enough, that's what it's going to take, then so be it. All done at the barn now. It's just 3 o'clock. We had a lot of, I shouldn't say we, Jason was washing a lot of gear, and we're just talking with the horses, and I washed my training suit up. Another busy day at the stable, not as far as racing. As far as racing goes, I think the only one I know we have is Walk on the Moon, maybe somebody else tonight. I haven't looked in Ontario. Here we have nothing in tonight, but a busy day nonetheless. Now, I guess I got to start off the video and fess up. Tool of the day is me. I screwed up after the qualifier of Tipsy and Dixie last week. Harry had asked me to enter Tipsy and Dixie in the grassroots. I thought the grassroots went Tuesday, which the draw was tomorrow, so I was running around and I kept kicking that can down the road, which is such a stupid thing to do, and can bit me in the ass. Tipsy and Dixie wasn't entered in the grassroots. I could have easily spun it and said, oh, she raced so good in the grassroots and it's on a half-mile track. We decided we're going to race her on the gold at Grand River on Wednesday. Now, I did enter in the gold at Grand River on Wednesday, but only because I'm an idiot and nothing more. It was not purposely done. It was 100% a mistake on my part. So Tipsy and Dixie won't be racing in a class. She should probably win on Monday at Mohawk. Instead, she's going to race against much better horses on a half-mile track where, yeah, I guess if I was going to try and make, turn lemons into lemonade, so to speak, it would be that she's racing on a half-mile track, a track she took her lifetime mark in, but make no mistake about it, it was my fault. So Tipsy and Dixie is not in the grassroots. She is in the gold. She is in the gold on Wednesday at Grand River. And that's the bad news, I guess. Depends on how you look at it. If you're a dreamer, it's great news. If you're a realist, it's bad news. But nevertheless, it's news. Moving on. We had a great day today in Ohio. Qualifiers and schoolers. I wanted to school Mama Knows Best with the hobbles on. See how she is. See if she feels better. Did she? 158, last half 57. She was very good. We're going to opt out of the Sire Stakes next week. We're not going into that racer with the hobbles, putting the hobbles like we did with the other little filly. We're going to try and catch the last two Buckeyes. I'd love to win the last two Buckeyes. And if math went our way, maybe make the final of the Buckeye series, which would allow us to race her in. She's fairly secure in the consolation, points-wise, in the consolation of the Sire Stakes. Theoretically, she could race. Same thing we tried to do last year with Ailson. Consolation for Mama Knows Best and Buckeye final. That would be best case scenario. She was very good today. On the gate, behaved well, trotted the turns well, was comfortable. Everything I wanted to see, she was. So that's a good thing. Ailson was okay. Made a little skip in the first turn, but we got to get some bet work done on her. She's going to be in to go Wednesday. But the real news of the day were the three that qualified. Compass Rose DC, first over, aired down the backstretch, drove away, 156. Right here is where she's racing next Wednesday. 156 she went on Northfield's half-mile track this morning. Spend that money, changed her shoes around, went with her, had to put her in with Pacers because I didn't want to qualify them together. They allowed us to do that, but Pacers went in 53 and 4. She was beat quite a ways, trotted in 57. Little rocky in the last turn, but wasn't in the other turns, which leads me to believe something bothering her a little bit. We had the vet go over. He was going to do some bet work on her. Saturday, she's going to be in to go Wednesday. So very happy with the fillies heading into Wednesday. But to me, the biggest news of all the day was Rooney Blue Chip. He came back. His knees were hurting him. They bother him quite a bit. He's a big colt, a little pigeon-toed, and they've always bothered him. And I really didn't know what to think. I didn't think he'd get around a half. I said to Jason, maybe I could nurse him around in 2-1, 2-2, get him qualified, and see what happens. I got away last. They went pretty hot fractions up front. I moved him over down the backstretch. One made a break. Another trot and hobbles broke, got out of the way. Rooney come charging in the last turn. I looked up at the 3/4 and I said, that can't be right. Around the last turn, he's gaining, go under the wire, and he's beat a length, but he's charging at the wire. I look over at the board. 57-2. He trotted his mile in 57-3 on a half-mile track with the last half in 57 seconds flat. He was absolutely fantastic. I couldn't be more impressed with Rooney Blue Chip today than I was. Incredible. I really just didn't think he'd race on a half, to be honest. He struggled to train at Tamiko in 2:8, 2:10. I really didn't think that he would. That was his best mile. It was as comfortable as I've seen him, as fast as I've seen him. He just looked very good. The maiden goes next Wednesday, so we're going to race next Wednesday. We're going to race Emerald Miss. And I think we're going to actually look at putting some horses in the auction coming up at Hoofbid. Sunshine's Finest is going to be going in the auction. So is Sunshine and Shade. He'll likely qualify Tuesday, sell Wednesday. Emerald Miss races Wednesday, maybe at 6 o'clock. If that's the case, she may sell it at 7. Reason being, this is kind of a tough spot for her. It's just a tough transition. She races good in this condition claimer again, where she did last night, and wins it. She doesn't really have anywhere to go except faster. So we're going to opt to maybe sell her also. We're going to look at that. These are horses that should sell for okay money, pretty good money. I mean, I think anywhere between $9,000 and $15,000 for all the horses I just mentioned would make me happy. There's a couple other horses on the list too. If you're thinking to yourself, what about this horse? It's probably on my list. I had a list of about 8 horses I was looking at. Some of them aren't ready to be sold yet. Some of them, like Sunshine and Shade, Sunshine's Finest, and Emerald Mist, likely are. And this is for a number of reasons. 1, there's no classes coming up. 2, it's tough racing everywhere. If we can't find a class for them right now, now's the time to sell them, especially when we have the yearling sales approaching. First sale, although we're not really taking it very seriously, is the pre-jug sale, which Johnny has begged me not to buy a horse out of. But I'm going to go look, right? Doesn't hurt to look most of the time. So I'm probably going to go have a look at that. And then I'm going to go have a look at that. And then we have a ton of horses in the jug sale. Now, we have quite a mix. We had a lot of people respond back from the survey the other day. Quite a mix of horses in this sale. A number of horses we're looking at. There are some horses that look like they're going to bring a decent amount of money. And I can't predict how this market's going to move. The yearling market's going to move this year. I can tell you what I think, but I might be way off on either way. And we're probably going to put 2 groups together of people. We're going to try and buy a couple of horses I have in mind that I've looked at that I'm interested in. Now I want to go have an actual inspection of them again. The one thing about being marooned here in Ohio is that this is where all the Ohio breds are. So I can go to some different farms. I'm going to head down to Dublin Valley next week, look at some of their horses. Also, I'm going to hit Winterwood, or my partner in Italian Grit, Mark Adams, going to hit his farm. Then we also have Hickory Lane. I'm going to hit them up. Spring Haven's also there. They got a bunch of horses. I don't want to leave it. LMN, Mitchell Null. We're going to hit him up. So we're gonna look at a bunch of farms. Look around. Every time I got a free afternoon, I'm going to try and schedule some time to go down and look at the yearlings they have for sale in the upcoming sale. So that's what we're trying to do. A lot going on today. I would say, given today's events, a little too much going on for me. But who knows? Maybe I fessed up and told the truth, but maybe it is a blessing in disguise. I doubt it, but we'll see. So the horses went great today. Everything is looking good today. One little hiccup, one little error made by me, but for the most part, everything is looking good so far at the farm. So that's it. That's your video for today. I'm really excited. Again, happy with Rooney Blue Chip, happy with Compass Rose DC, Spend That Money, Ale Sun. Really impressed with Mama Knows Best. Just a good day overall. Good luck to everybody that owns Walk on the Moon tonight. Big race for him. And hopefully we get him back on track after struggling with the virus for the last little while. Take care. Talk to you soon.